Burn, ba ba burn, ba ba burn.
Tom, 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 da da tom, da da tom.
Burn, burn, burn. How are you doing, baby?
I'm doing very Warhammery, thank you. How about yourself?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So, what else? We got
White Dwarf.
the White Dwarf with Gotrek and Bugman.
That's a cool trio.
They're the three best dwarves that I know.
Yeah, like really good. Because you've got like a nice dynamic there. You're the White Dwarf. He's a little bit surly, but he's a bit of a hero. Then you've got Gotrek, who is classically very dour, and Bugman very cheerful,
Very jolly.
So you kind of hit it all.
Oh, so the classic trio, isn't it? It's like what is it called? Where you get like Spock, Kirk, and Bones. That there's a trope for those three.
Are they the trio?
Yeah. TV tropes. What's it called?
Whoa,
trio.
Oh wait, okay. What is the number one trio that's going to turn up?
Id, ego, and superego. That's the one.
Okay.
They're like the three different parts of your brain. And if you have one of each of those characters in a trio, you get a really good blend with not too much overlap.
Right. Okay, I get that. But who's going to be like the number one appearance? What's that like? What's that like 1940s like? Oh, it's Fatty and Dum Dum.
Oh yeah, the three falling over boys.
Yeah.
What were they called?
Larry, Moe, and Curly, those guys.
Yeah, and other Simpsons characters.
Yeah. The Three Stooges. That's the one.
Yeah. So maybe I think that works, right, for these guys. Power trio. Oh, the Freudian trio.
Oh, wow! Was that the case with Evangelion?
Is that what this is?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, looks very outgoing and very introverted, right?
Okay, and then what's the third part?
Middle boy.
Middle boy.
With no eyes. Like, why do you have no eyes?
Stoic, unemotional, and insightful. Okay. Sure. Which one's Evangelion? The middle one, I think.
Right. Why doesn't this have like a big list of all the other ones? Examples. Here we go. Live action TV. This is the problem with TV tropes. I haven't seen all this shit.
Babylon 5.
I have seen that, but I assume no one else has. Oh, Battlestar Galactica 1978. Classic.
Okay, what about film?
Yes, good. Better choice.
Maybe film is easier. Although we did only scroll down to the very start of B. What about video games?
Ooh,
we know video games.
I've played some video games before. Why not?
Journey? Okay.
I bet some of these are going to be an absolute stretch.
BlazBlue?
I don't know what any of these are. Oh, no. Tom, I've wandered into something I know nothing about.
God, again.
Just every
Wait, do you mean
week.
this or just like the stream?
Just talking, I think.
We just say things.
Wow. So many Final Fantasy games. They keep saying it's going to be the final one, and then it never is.
Wait. I want to see the Final Fantasy. Okay. Barrett, Cloud, and Tifa. Okay.
Yeah? Does that fit? I don't know. Cloud's got the,
yes,
got the hair, right?
They all have hair.
They all have their own hair.
They all have their own hair.
But he's got the hair.
Right. He does have the iconic hair. Barrett has a gun for a hand.
Ooh.
Which is cool.
It's that classic id move.
That classic id move. There's always one that has a gun for a hand. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was Larry that had a gun for a hand. It never came up, but
it was there if he needed it.
It is there, just in case.
It informs the power dynamic.
It really helps to kind of set the tone of the Three Stooges. Okay. Right. Instantly, we just find a way.
Just get immediately derailed.
To,
So, you got the outgoing, fun-loving type. You got the dour, stoic type, and then you got Mr. Middle Boy.
Mr. Middle Ground.
That's why he gets to be the king.
The White Dwarf. He's a hero.
It's all based on personality, because if it was based on fighting power, then Josef Bugman's very lucky to be there.
He's very lucky to be there. But the White Dwarf, he's like a legendary hero. Gotrek, one of the biggest killers in the old world.
Yep.
And so, I think their power combined, they could take on the top 3 of most other races.
That's true.
And suddenly, in that case,
They could
why not bring the guy that brings amazing booze with him?
Exactly, because we don't need a third
We
powerhouse.
don't need a third dwarf.
We just need some real good booze for after the after party.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's a great play.
That is fantastic play. Should we do that with the stream?
Yeah. What, bring
Just bring in, I don't know, we'll bring in
have just like a bartender?
just a bartender who doesn't appear on camera.
Okay. I'm in. That sounds great. Yeah, if we can just cut to, Crabnos, just serving drinks, would be really good.
Perfect. Oh, man. Do these guys have I thought these guys were meant to have matching axes.
No.
There's this, I barely remember this, but the Dwarven ancestor gods had one of them had 2 mega axes that were the best thing ever. Mm-hmm. And then he went up to close the warp portal during the first Great Chaos Invasion and died in the realm of chaos, never to be seen again. No one never saw his axes. Then Gotrek goes into the realm of chaos thousands of years later, comes back with a mega fucking demon killing axe.
Yeah.
So that's one of Grungy's axes. But there's another one, and I thought it was implied that the White Dwarf had found it.
Oh, maybe. Gotrek uses Grimnir's axe.
Oh, what did I say? Grungy.
Grongi.
Grongy. Grimnir sounds truer, but also quite orky.
Grimnir. But wasn't it Grimnir, Grongi, and the
Valerian.
Yeah.
Or something similar. Because it was the master rune of Valeria, was the magic dwarf. Mm-hmm. I think it was a she.
Yeah.
And all of her stuff was anti-magic.
Something along those lines.
That's going in the book, Ben. Thorgrim Grudgebearer has the other axe.
Oh.
Shit. So the White Dwarf's just got a chump's axe.
It's probably still a pretty good axe.
It's no god-slaying axe, is it?
Probably not. I'm pretty sure Bugman just had a great axe.
Yeah, it might have had a master rune of striking on it or something like that.
He originally had.
He must have had a rune on it. Just some random,
maybe
does flaming attacks rune or something like that.
What is
Blood Bowl wiki? What the fuck? Is he in Blood Bowl now?
Is he in? Oh,
wow! What a guy! Oh, there we go. Just an axe and a crossbow. Oh, it's a rune weapon as described below.
Okay.
Rune of Cleaving, Rune of Fury.
Nice.
Doesn't even have 3 runes on it.
Wow, he did get 3 runes. It's not even a named weapon. He just has 2 bog standard. Just goes to the rune shop. There's one on every corner, and just takes 2 off the rack and just magnets them onto the side of his axe. Wow.
Oh, whereas his tankard is an actual unique special item.
Yeah, it's a magic special tankard.
You know where this guy's priorities are.
Yeah, exactly. But it's good, Not everyone needs to be a mega combat killer. And God, he isn't, is he?
No, he's worse than most hero level characters.
He basically just is an expensive dwarf hero.
Yeah.
I was like Bugman. I always thought he was pretty cool. He's a fun guy.
Oh, any unit that has the tankard is immune to fear and terror because they're too boozed up. They've all got that Dutch courage.
That's pretty good. Was never that big a problem for dwarves.
It is important when normally their leadership's so high they pass all their tests. But remember, there's a rule where if you lose combat against a fear-causing unit that outnumbers you automatically fail your break check. So that your leadership 10 does nothing there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Not to the booze boys.
No.
They'll fight a skeleton horde all day long.
Dwarves shouldn't be losing to skeletons.
Well, they will with this guy in the unit.
Oh, God, yeah, when him just plebbing around.
When he has to fight a fucking vampire in a challenge.
Oh, God. 2 wounds, toughness 5.
4 up armor save.
Okay. 4 up armor save.
He's not even got like a rune on his armor.
He's got a shield. But this, because he's got a rune on it, it doesn't count as a hand weapon anymore, right? So
Yeah, he doesn't get the +1 for hand weapon and shielding. Might have been better off without those runes.
yeah, I think so. That's him. Classic boy.
Ah, I had that model in like the 90s.
He's great.
What a belly. I love it. What's that belt doing?
I really, really like the old dwarves. Because suddenly when you think about, like, what is happening below the belt? And that's exactly what I mean. Below the belt, it goes like big foot.
Yeah.
That's his waist. Is there a knee in there anywhere? Like
There must be.
What is the leg? Is it literally just hip, knee, ankle? Just
Maybe some of the leg and joint is like inside the belly.
Ooh.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh god.
It's like layered.
Ugh.
And the legs work like pistons rather than like regular legs. You know, they've got vertical
okay.
movement.
Like a tortoise. You know, its head
Yeah.
can come out or retract back in for safety.
Exactly.
So if they
a
need to
dwarf
reach
can pull all of its limbs into its body
Ah, that makes sense.
if it has to.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But it isn't just that one model that suffers from tiny foot syndrome or tiny
Oh no,
leg
that whole
syndrome.
generation of dwarves.
That was
did,
just like
yeah.
their style, where it's the belt and the foot are very, very close.
I was disappointed that his champion never got like a cool name or rules because the Bugman unit champion looks like a fucking badass.
Got the eye patch.
Yeah, can we just get
Yeah,
that
he's
page?
really cool.
Like, look at this guy. He's got a big white beard. He's bald with an eye patch and a mega axe that's chained to him, and he's charging forwards when all the other ones are stood there like goons. He looks like the hero of that unit.
Yeah. I guess he's the guy who does all the Ben work.
And I suppose every time that vampire comes to stab Bugman, this guy's the one that accepts the challenge for the first round.
Yeah, exactly. Because Bugman ain't doing that. He's not fighting any vampire lord. No, sir. Oh,
and all the Bugmans. This one's got real fucking legs.
like he's got proper legs. I don't
I don't even know if he's a dwarf.
I don't think that counts as a dwarf.
I think he's just like a portly gentleman.
Yeah, just a short fella. Like that. That's a dwarf. That's what a dwarf should look like. This guy's fine.
Round.
Very round. I want my dwarves as wide as they are tall. You know, real squat.